welcome to my kitchen and another episode of What's for Dinner. Tonight we're going to make a budget meal. I've done some tuna patties in the past, but I made them in the oven. Today we're going to make a more traditional version, and this one I'm literally using everything I have on hand in my pantry, in my fridge, in my freezer that I could get my hands on. I'm even using some long-term food storage items because I did not know I was out of fresh celery. So we're going to employ our dehydrated celery. And also I thought, well, what the hell, we're just going to go ahead and use some dehydrated onion and some parsley, and let's get started. What I have in this bowl is 4 small cans of, this is chunk white tuna, and I've drained it and flaked it a bit just in the bottom of this bowl. Now this is going to be for my family of 4, and I intend on having some left over. Okay, what we're going to add to this bowl here is a cup of dry breadcrumb. You can feel free to use fresh breadcrumb if you have it available to you. A cup of shredded cheddar cheese. And all of these things adjust to your preference and your taste. This is a 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. This gives it a really nice flavor. As a partially of a binder, we're going to use 1/2 cup of good quality mayonnaise. If I don't make my own, I always buy Best Foods or Hellmann's. I say Best Foods, I'm living in the East Coast. It's actually Hellmann's. And in my bowl here, I'll move it over here. What I have here is I have about a handful, and I didn't measure, a handful of dehydrated onions, a handful of dehydrated celery, and a handful of dried parsley. And I let that sit in some hot water to rehydrate, and then I drained it. And then this is a handful of shredded matchstick carrots that I stuck in the microwave and steamed for 1.5 minutes. So we're just going to put all of that goodness right in the bowl. You know what? You use what you like. You could easily use some like shredded zucchini or yellow squash in here. No problems. I'm going to use about that much, and I'm going to say that's about a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. And then I'm going to use about that much, which is about 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed. I'm going to add an egg in here to start. If I find that I need a little bit more moisture, I'm going to add that second egg that I took out. And I'm just going to get my fork in here. Oh, who am I kidding? I'll take my impeccably clean hands and I'll get this mixture going. Oh, it smells really good. That Old Bay seasoning is really a great thing to use in tuna cakes or crab cakes or salmon cakes, whatever you like. I love it. It's really versatile. It's got lots of different seasonings in it. You could also use, I have a really beautiful fish rub that would go well in these tuna cakes as well. Okay, now, let me clean my hands off really quick. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let this sit in the fridge for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to bread these on the outside. Alright, our mixture has chilled for about 15 or 20 minutes. And now I'm just going to coat the outside with some breadcrumb. I'm not going to dip it in any egg. And I'm not going to do anything else to it except mash it into a manageable patty. Alright, now I'm just going to start putting these in the pan. Don't overcrowd your pan because then these are going to become soggy and they're not going to cook evenly.
And that's when they start absorbing the grease.
That's right. So I'm going to leave these in for about 3 minutes. I'm going to flip them over, cook them for another 3 minutes, and then when I'm getting ready to take them out of the pan, I'll come back and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, there are our tuna patties, and I made a quick sauce to go on top. It's just a cold sauce. It's a lemon dill Dijonnaise, and you'll be able to get the recipe for the lemon dill Dijonnaise on my website. I'll attach it adjacent to the tuna patties. Okay. And that's it. You can serve these up hot, room temperature, or cold. They make a lovely sandwich on a bun with some lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise, or this Dijonnaise. And you can do a lot of things with these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got a dozen patties out of this recipe. So you can adjust it to fit your needs. If you only are one person, just use one can of tuna and adjust it accordingly. If you're, you can figure that out. It's not that hard. Just a little bit of simple math. I'm sorry to make you do math if you have to, reduce it. But this gives you some idea of what you can make quickly for a pantry meal when maybe you're a little bit far away from payday, or maybe you're just too darn tired to go back to the store another time. So I hope you try this, and I hope you love it. You can get the recipe for both the tuna patties and the lemon dill Dijonnaise on my website. That's www.noreenskitchen.com. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen this evening. I always love it when you visit. And until next time, I'll see ya.